Hello, this video is on PowerFlex 755, and before I take you into the PowerFlex 755, I would like to tell you what it controls. The PowerFlex 755 controls a servo motor right there. That servo drive has the power cable and it has the encoder cable. And so, in the industry where you see the motors running back and forth, the robots moving, it's controlled by this servo motor, and this motor is being powered by this PowerFlex 755. So, I know you'll wonder, how does this drive knows where the motor or how far the motor has traveled. There is that encoder cable that I just pointed out. That encoder cable gives a feedback into the drive, telling the drive how many turns that motor has turned, and so it gives a feedback on where the motor or how many turns that motor had already, and that way the drive can control the motor, thereby knowing exactly where it is. And you may be wondering where the cable's coming. The cable's coming into this drive from the bottom, and for you to reach the cables, you have to take this, press this piece in and pull it down. If I can do it right, press this piece in, take it out, and then you pull it down. So in here you have so many different cards. That's the cable that controls, that runs the servo motor. Those two cables run the servo motors, and one of these cable is a feedback from the encoder telling this drive where or how many turns the motor has gone. Here is the internet cable. I think it's the RJ45, if I'm not mistaken. That's the cable for the internet. That's the cable that carries the IP address and sends communication information through here, telling the drive what to do, and the drive also is telling the PLC where it is and how far it has traveled. And so these are just inputs and outputs for this drive. When you see this red side, it communicates with the drive from the PLCs, different inputs, different outputs, telling this drive what to do next, when, how to control the motor. And so one point you might be having a problem with communication, it will be one of the cards for the communication. This one is the communication card because it has the IP, the internet cable, and there's usually a battery in there, CMOS battery in there to store the program or the settings that you've put in the drive. And over here you have the control pad. You can actually take it out and you can make changes to the program. It's such that for you to make changes to the program, this pad has to be on here. But when you're done with it and you don't want any more changes, you can take it out with you. And so you have to have it to do change program in this drive. And so I just thought it's good to give some insight into the drive and how it looks like, because a lot of people don't have the opportunity or the access to see what a drive actually looks like on the inside. It may look very confusing, but all this drive is doing, it's driving the servo motor, getting feedback from the servo motor through the encoder. The encoder is some kind of sensor attached to the motor that counts how many times the motor has rotated. So it counts the number of turns in the motor and gives the feedback into the drive, and then the drive uses that to know what to do next. And so, like I said, these ones are input and output, and there's also a safety switch that can kill the power that's coming to the drive through one of these. And so I hope this is helpful. I hope this gives some kind of insight into the drive for those who are interested in going into the area of controls engineering. For those who are interested in going to electrical engineering, I might want to major in control systems engineering, just to have an insight. It might help, it might not help, but I thought it was better to do some close-up videos, just to give an insight on how it looks like. Please, thank you for watching, and if you like it, feel free to comment. Let me know what I would have talked about, what I missed. I'm not very knowledgeable in everything about the drive. I myself am learning, and so always ready to learn, always ready to share what I think I know about the drives. And so feel free to correct me, feel free to tell me what you think about it. Thank you for watching, and have a blessed day. Bye bye.